After not hearing from him for months, my son from the army called. We had lobster for dinner today. I practically ran to my husband Jim to tell him the good news, but something was wrong. What did you say? They served them lobster and steak. Jim, what's wrong? He sat up so fast he hit his head on the bumper. Tears were already streaming down his face, mixing with the motor oil. No, 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 no. Jim, you're scaring me. He grabbed my hands with his greasy fingers, started to speak, then just pulled me into a hug and sobbed, his whole body shaking. What is wrong? Jim talked to me, but he just held me and cried, then got up and walked into the house. I heard our bedroom door slam. I stood in that garage completely lost. My husband, who hadn't cried at his father's funeral, was sobbing because our son ate lobster. I called my sister Nancy. She'd been a Navy nurse for 10 years. She'd understand. Patty, Nico finally called. I'm so relieved. Oh, thank God. How is he? He sounds good. They even served them lobster and steak for dinner. The military's treating them so well. The line went silent. So silent I thought we'd disconnected. Nancy? I heard her sharp intake of breath, then crying. My strong sister, who'd seen everything in military hospitals, was crying. Oh, Jenny. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. What is wrong with everyone? I'm coming over. Right now. Nancy, what's happening? I'll be there in an hour. She hung up. Jim was still locked in our bedroom. Nancy lived an hour away. I sat at the kitchen table staring at my phone, trying to understand why everyone was falling apart over seafood. I had therapy that afternoon. I'd been seeing Dr. Valencia for anxiety about Nico's deployment. I almost canceled, but I needed someone sane to talk to. You look upset, she said when I walked in. Everyone's acting crazy. Nico called today, first time in 4 months, and when I told people about it, they all started crying. Nico called? That's wonderful. You must be so relieved. I was, but then Jim and Nancy just fell apart. Why would they do that? I don't know. All I said was that Nico sounded good and they served the troops lobster and steak for dinner. Dr. Valencia stopped writing mid-sentence. Her pen fell from her hand and rolled off the desk. When? Her voice was barely a whisper. When did they serve it? Today, at dinner. Why? I watched my therapist, my professional composed therapist who'd held me through panic attacks and crying sessions, start to cry. Dr. Valencia? Jenny, my husband was Army. 20 years, 3 tours in Iraq. Okay? She pulled tissues from the box she usually offered me. In combat zones, when they serve lobster and steak, especially both together, it's called a last meal protocol. Last meal? It means something bad is about to happen. A mission with expected high casualties. Sewer slide runs, hold the line operations where someone has to stay behind. The room tilted. I grabbed the arms of the chair. Nico knew? Yes, every soldier knows what lobster means. But he said everything was great. He sounded happy. He wanted to hear your voice one more time without you being scared. He gave you the gift of a normal conversation. No, you're wrong. Jenny, he called to say goodbye without saying goodbye. I threw up in her trash can. Then again, my 22-year-old son had called to hear his mother's voice before running into hell, and I talked about his sister's graduation. Nancy drove me home from therapy. Jim was sitting at the kitchen table with a bottle of whiskey he never drank. 23 years in the Marines, he said. I knew the second you said lobster. We waited 3 days, 5 days, a week. Every car door made us jump. Every phone call stopped our hearts. 2 weeks after the lobster call, at 6:07 a.m., our doorbell rang. I knew before I opened it. The dress uniforms, the folded flag, the practiced sympathy on their faces. Mrs. Mitchell, the Secretary of the Army regrets to inform you that your son was killed in action. The rest blurred. He held his position alone. 43 minutes. School evacuation. 31 children saved. In his personal effects was a letter dated March 15th, the night of the lobster. Mom, if you're reading this, the lobster worked. I'm not scared. Those kids behind me are someone's Nico's. I'm going to save them. Thank you for 2 perfect minutes on the phone today. For just being my mom. For not knowing. That's what I'm fighting for. All my love, Nico.